Hi guys! So today I'm going to show you a braided updo, and you have to French braid and then it kind of comes off to the side and you can tuck it under. So it's really good for hot weather. Like I went to the zoo the other day with my hair like this and it stays up for a really long time. Like it stays really well. So what you're going to need is some bobby pins, a brush, and a comb. And I like to use small tooth combs better, but whatever. And then gel and hairspray. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my gel, just so like when I'm working with my hair, it kind of stays in place. I take about a nickel-sized amount like that, and rub it in, and then I'm just going to work it through my hair. So, kind of like put it a little bit on the crown of your head, because that's kind of where we're going to be working. Okay, and then just make sure it's all rubbed in. Okay, and then I'm going to brush my hair out again, like this, and then just make sure, I kind of like, when I'm doing this hairstyle, my bangs go to the right, my right. So, and that's the way that I'm going to have the braid go. So when I do this, I kind of like to have it, like when I brush, I kind of like to brush it to the side. That was kind of, I don't know, I just feel like it helps. And then I'm ambidextrous, so like I can go both ways. Like I can braid this way or this way. So you might just want to like play with it and figure out what's best for you. Like if it's best for you to go down this way or down this way. So you can mess with that and see what you like. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make sure that my bangs are down where I like them. And sorry, like my mirror's over here, so I'm going to like kind of look over here sometimes. But I make sure my bangs are like this. I have like, I don't know if you can see, it's like half of my pinky, sort of. Like how much of my bangs I have out, but it's just kind of like however you have your bangs cut, and if you don't have bangs then it's probably even easier, but like my bangs are pretty short in the front and I used to have swoop bead rings, so like that much, and then the rest of it I comb back at the crown of my head. And then on my left side I don't have as much bangs, like it's a smaller piece, so I kind of like comb that one forward, so it's like that. See, does that make sense? Okay, and you don't really have to like separate your bangs because it's a French braid, so it's going to be pulled back, and then like whatever's just short you can leave out. So it's not really like that big of a deal. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to like grab my hair like about like this, like basically a diagonal from my part, where my part ends, and I'm going to go up into like a half pony at like the left side of my head, because I'm going down to the right, so you want to start at your left. So it's like this. Okay, and then just gonna take my brush and smooth it all out. Okay, and now I'm going to try to show, like turn around so you can see this. So we'll see how this works. Okay, just dropped my bobby pins. So I'll clean that mess up later. Alright, so can you see me like this? Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is separate it into 3 different strands that are pretty much equal. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to try and make it equal. Okay, so I have my 3 different strands. Now I'm going to take the one in my left hand over the middle, and the one in my right hand over the middle. Okay? Then I'm going to put my right thumb over the middle and under the left and like grab it. So I have 2 pieces. This is how I hold it. Okay, so this is where it's starting over here, and it's going to go this way. So now I'm going to take some hair, since like my right hand is holding it. I'm going to take hair from the left side and just pull it up. And then you can pull your bangs out, or you can just let them fall out. Mine will probably fall out a little bit more, but so you go like that. I want to make sure it's smooth, and like you can always smooth it out later with a comb. So you get like that. Okay, and then next you're going to take the piece that you dropped that's in the middle, pick it up, and move it to the left. And grab that, and then you're going to put your left thumb over the middle and grab the right. Okay, so that's like kind of the basis on how you start the braid. So then for this, like I kind of just put my fingers underneath my bangs and then pull it through, because they're just going to fall out anyway since they're so short, so it doesn't really matter. And then you just want to kind of smooth that piece out like that. Smooth. Okay, so then I just do the same thing, bring it over and under, and then I just keep repeating that process until I get the hair to the end. Grab this piece, pull it under from here, and now I'm going to do it from the front so you can kind of see how it is from the front. Okay, and then you kind of just have to like learn how to do this by feel. So like now you're going to like come from the bottom of your head like that, and then switch it over, and so on and so forth. Once I edit this, I'll probably make it fast, but whatever. Okay. And then grab the hair. And you just want to keep doing this until you get to the point where it's down at the nape of your neck, or nape of your neck, whatever you want to call that. And then it's going to end up pulling off to the right. And this is kind of a part where it gets tricky, because you want to make sure you're not losing your hair, because it's kind of like an awkward position. But anyway, so you just keep on going. And then I like to try to end up so where like my left side, like this is the last one that I pick it up from, because it's going to end up on the right side of your head, or the left, however you do it. I'm ambidextrous, so it doesn't really matter the way I do it anymore. But so I think it kind of makes it easier if you kind of like portion it out. That way the right side, like this, whatever side you're going to end up on, is the last side to grab hair. Okay, so then there's the French braid. Got it all the way down to the bottom. Okay, and then you're just going to finish braiding that off until you get to the shortest layer of your hair. And it's not really that big of a deal, like if you can't get all the way to the bottom. Since I dropped my hair ties, I'm going to get... Okay. Oh jeez. Okay, you grab your hair tie. I'm using two because I feel more secure. And then you just tie it off, make sure it's nice and tight so it won't fall out. And it's okay if there's like little pieces sticking out of your braid at the bottom. Like you're not going to be able to see them. Okay? So you have it like this. So it goes off to the side. And then I have like short pieces that like to stick up and make it not smooth on top. And like, so you just kind of have to mess with it and make sure that you get what you want. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick up my bobby pins. So now you're gonna make, like, I usually use a lot of bobby pins because my hair is pretty thick and I just like it to be an all day thing, so I want to make sure it's secure. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your tail, I call this part the tail, and you want to kind of like fold it right at the hair tie, like at the base of the hair tie. I don't know if you can see this. So that way it's like folded right in front of it. And then you want to fold that. So you kind of like just fold it and then tuck, fold it and then tuck it under. So you like just keep on folding it until it's whatever length you want, really. So it's tucked like that, okay? Then you're going to take some bobby pins, and this is probably the hardest part because you can't really like, kind of hard to feel and see what you're doing if you're doing it to yourself. But you can just keep taking bobby pins and you just like get some of the bun and then you like push it through. So like you want to keep doing that until no part of it will fall out. And like the other day I used so many bobby pins, like it was kind of ridiculous. But you just want to make sure that they're in different places, so when like if it like moves, then like it's still going to be secure. So you just want to like make sure you're not missing any part. You just want to push them up, and you want to make sure they're not like, you don't really want them sideways, you want them straight up. I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like it holds better. And I don't like to do a lot of them in the top because then you can sometimes see them, but I do a couple in the top and kind of hide them with the other hair, the other side. So then just push it through and just keep on putting in bobby pins until you feel like you're definitely not gonna go anywhere. And depending on how thick your hair is how much you're going to want a bobby pin. And then also, what I found a great thing is hairpins. Like, they're my best friend. Hairpins, they're like a bobby pin. This one's already broken, but it's like a bobby pin, but it's broken. So, like, it's kind of shaped like a U. I'm not sure if I have one. Well, I don't have one in here, but it's like kind of shaped like a U, and then so like if you have like any hairs, like you stick it in and it's like a bobby pin and it holds your hair down, but it doesn't like grip it, I guess is the best way to explain it. And then since I have layers, I just pull out like what I want on the side of my head, and then the rest of it I bring back and bobby pin in the back of my head. Like this. And then push that through. So there it is. It's kind of like your final style. There's the top. And then if you want to make it like even more intricate, which I kind of like to do sometimes, is you can either start it like with a smaller piece at the top, so then like when you braid it, it's like a lot more, like it's up here too. Or you can take the 3 strands, like before you start, you take those 3 strands, you clip them up, and then each strand you braid itself. So then you start with a braid, and you just keep braiding, and then when you're French braiding the braids, like you're French braiding braids, so you're braiding braids, whatever. I think it makes it look cool, but that's a lot more time consuming, because to make it really look good, you have to like, every time you're about to grab a piece up, you grab that piece up, pin the other one up, and then braid it, and then put that in. So it's kind of time consuming, but especially like if you're doing it for prom or something or whatever, you can have like someone help you, have them braid it while you hold the other part, and then you do the French braiding part, but they do like the regular braiding part, if that makes sense. So there's like kind of the final, and you could like put hairpins in it or whatever, and then I just like to hairspray it to make sure that it's all not gonna move. And then you could like braid this or just twist it or whatever and pin it back, or you can down, it's up to you. So there's a lot of different ways you could style it. You can make it more of like a sporty updo, kind of like this, or you can make it more of like an elegant updo, add a silver headband or long earrings or something to make it really classy. So yeah, that's the general idea. Hope you liked it. Bye.